How to create amazing black and white patterns in Affinity Photo. Main filter for this is procedural texture. Here's one of the black and white designs. Literally thousands and thousands of black and white designs can be created by using this approach. First thing to do is go and create a new document. So go to the File menu and New Document. But you need a layer. So I'm just going to create a new layer. Edit and fill it with something. Red, black, green, blue. You could of course also fill it with the gradient. Once you've got that, go to either Layer and New Live Filter Layer, Colours and Procedural Texture, or Filters, Colours and Procedural Texture. And I'm going to use that. To create something, use a little plus there to create an equation. So add an equation, go R and G and B, set the equation to something. Now I'm going to use the osci. That's the osci function, and I'm going to put Rx and Ry in there. Doesn't look much until you put divide by 100. Now what you got is a classic checkerboard design. But I'm going to extend that. It'd be very boring if it wasn't extended, of course. Now what you need to do, you can put some custom inputs. So I'm going to just set some custom inputs up, X1 and Y1. And I'm going to multiply the Rx and the Ry. And also for the function, I'm also going to add A1 in front instead of A. Now just click the R, just down the bottom, you've got a little R there. Just click that and create 3 custom inputs. And I'm going to call them A1, X1 and Y1. And again, set some values for them, 1 and 1 and 1. You could give a description. Copy the selected equation. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some additional custom inputs. So I'm going to add another 6. So I'm just going to call that A2, and I'm going to call that X2 and Y2. And again, give that a value, 1 and 1. And I'm going to do 3 more. Click R again 3 times. And I'm going to call them A3, X3 and Y3. How surprising. Again, make certain they've got some values. Just going to set them to 1. Now that's done. What you can then do, already copied it, so I don't really need to do it again. Just done that, copy and paste, and then paste it again. I want 3 of those in total. Change the A1 to A2, X1 to X2, and change the Y1 to Y2. And again, create the other one and call it A3, X3 and Y3. Now you can see now all the custom inputs match the equation. And changing X1, straight away you can see a difference. You can see a new pattern coming from there. I can change A2. Now I can go to X2 and make it 1.5. Now I'm doing all the X's at first. Just show you, you can make these lovely horizontal pattern designs. I will go to the Y in a sec. Some settings will give you nothing, unfortunately. You'll just need some experimentation with the settings. Now you can go minus 1.2, 2.4, 3.4 and so on and so on. And just by varying the X3 and the X2, you can create all kinds of different amazing designs. But now you can combine the Y as well. So you can just run through a few more of those. For even more amazing designs, set the Y1, Y2, Y3, A1, A2, etc. So now the Y1, and again make that 2.3, 2.4, or -3. Make that 1.5, 1.6, whatever, -1.433. And you can see yet more patterns coming from this. Now, some patterns particularly don't look great. Some look better than others. But there's lots and lots of variants you can do. Now, of course, you can extend this even more by simply adding more to that equation. You could add an A4, X4, and Y4. I'm not going to do that. Or spread over different channels. And you can see also by changing the A1, A2, A3, you can also make it black and white or white and black. You can vary it. And again, putting that to -1. And you can see just changing the settings, run through them, just experiment. You can create lots and lots of different designs. Some not so good, some amazing. Once you're happy, what you can then do, you can add a preset. You can save it. You can store it away for future use. Create preset right at the top. Now give it a name and also a category. Click create, and that's it, stored away for future use. Now, what you can do, you can apply effects, filters, just go to filters, maybe the distort and deform, and just drag and move it around to your heart's content. But I'm going to use this layer. I'm just doing this for a purpose. I'm just dragging it. Now, of course, you can create all kinds of deformed designs. You can see the layers there. Now go to Layer and New Live Filter Layer. Procedural Texture. It's the same thing as before. Now go to your created preset. There it is. The settings are exactly as before. But of course, what you can do, you can go and change the various settings. You can also use blending modes here, as well as opacity. You can run through a whole load of blending modes, such as difference, darken, etc. And you can see the design there. It's really, really oddball designs. And you can do this multiple times, 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers. And you can also set the X1, Y1 to different values. You can also create value presets. So you can, once you've changed the values, you can actually add a preset for that. So you can see default as well as your preset. Go out that now. And now you can see in the layers, you've got procedural texture as well as the pixel layer. What you can do, you can go to layer and merge visible, and you can make it all into one pixel layer now. I'm just going to remove the previous. You could give it a name. But there's your design. You can then apply filters such as distort and deform. And you can distort that. Add some deform points there. Just drag it around. Once you're happy with that, click apply and then apply additional filters, new filter layers, and many, many more effects to create the most amazing pattern designs in Affinity Photo. I hope you found this of interest. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm always adding new tutorials, and also please add some comments. Also some dislikes, likes. That'd be great. Thank you much.